Hi, today is April 2, 10 a.m. 2023. So, this is a quarter message of the 2023. I hope that you, Colorado College Admission Board members, are watching this video right now. And yeah, this is how I conclude the first 1/4 of the 2023. Right now, I just want to say that I'm totally unscripted. Everything comes out of my mind. There is like nothing that I can look at and say something that is written or printed. Well, it's definitely been positive progress in my life during this time period from the third quarter to the third quarter of 2022 and to the first quarter of 2023 in terms of college admissions. Like, I'm preparing for exams to Russian colleges, but I hope I can get to your college, which is Colorado College. It is the top priority school for me and the only American school that I've applied and the only school abroad that I applied. What can I say? Well, there are some major issues regarding the cryptography project, but I'm advancing and I hope I can resolve all the issues regarding the elliptic curve cryptanalytic studies and all of that. And why am I telling you this? Well, I've mentioned that heavily the whole project itself in my essay. Like, the prompt asked me to tell you about the favorite thing that I'm involved in. So I've mentioned the modern cryptography, the asymmetric specifically cryptography. So yeah, that is moving forward. The exam preparations are also moving forward. Of course, I haven't achieved a lot of things I wanted to achieve during this period when I just got into the community college in the fall of 2020. But, of course, I'm trying new things and failing forward. Okay, maybe I just should act myself in a more relaxed manner. Maybe it is better to first prepare before making any of these videos. Yeah, it's probably just easier to answer the questions rather than to express the general information as it is, because sometimes there are so much stuff that you don't not even know what to say about. Well, for fluency, for the way I speak right now, that may not seem like a fluent speaker, but it's important to see that the speech itself differs in these videos and in a dialogue between two or more people. Like, it is definitely more easier to talk to a person rather than to make these unscripted videos, because if you think about that, a dialogue is a more directed conversation than this monologue. At least you have one person asking questions to another person, and when you are asked a question, or you just know the main topic of the conversation, then at least the speech is more directed. You know what to answer. So if you know what to answer, the words just come out by themselves, if of course you have a certain level of proficiency and fluency, or above that level. And you can ask questions to another person, or just exchange different statements regarding one topic, or the topic that is adjacent to the main topic of the conversation. But still, I think it is easier overall to have a dialogue or conversation rather than to make those monologues. Another thing is being and existing in another language sphere. What I mean by that is, right now, you probably know that this is St. Petersburg, Russian Federation. It's really hard to find someone who can practice English with you, but in Colorado Springs it's far easier than this. It's far easier because basically everyone speaks English there, almost everyone. So it will be easier to adapt to such an environment, and hence I think once someone gets there, the fluency will improve really easily. There's been too much of the word I or me in these videos. It's probably recognizable that usage of these two words should be limited to the level that is below the current level of usage in these videos. Please do not make any judgments on why there's so much usage of these words. Probably it is because it is the relic of the simple usage of English. Like, you have simple tenses in English, simple present, simple future, simple past, and if you just think about that for a second, how do these tenses use verbs and pronouns? For example, there could be I eat ice cream, or I will fly to Bahamas next week, or I ate this cake yesterday. There's always a pronoun, there's always a verb, and sometimes there are words, special words in between those to things, and maybe there's also like prepositions. I mean, gerund, I guess. And so there's a certain habit of using simplified tenses like this, and maybe that's how the frequent usage of the word I and me is present in the speech and in the usage of the language itself. And this phenomenon is common in both forms of the language, the verbal language, the written language. Feel free to reach out to me at any time.